they giving anybody?
I don't know, man. They need to take that shit back, man.
It's here. We gotta deal with it.
Take it back, man. We balling. Just using this shit complete.
Let me say, big ass titties, village people.
And those feeders.
Okay, village feeders. Is that what they are now?
You actually have 11 fingers, so 1, 2, Sticky's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I saw that shit, dude.
That's not right, man.
Make a lot of money doing dumb shit like that, dude.
This the phone dude had on BlackBerry, dude.
What is that?
It's the Samsung fucking what's it called? I'm about to look into that shit.
Boy. Jay Renard checking in. You ready to do this, dude? You ready?
Yo.
The topic is stupid ass bitches.
Not just the bitches.
The topic tonight, Mar, is stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's
The topic tonight is dumb motherfuckers, especially black folks, man. God damn it, man. You know, these fucking people, dog. It's really gonna be some black men vent tonight, dog. It's really gonna be some fucking black men
it's
vent.
gonna be something. I try real hard to accept everything, people, have to say, because people's experiences are different and blah blah blah. I try to accept it all so I can get the truth from it, because people like to lie all the goddamn time. So I like
because you're a smart man.
I like to have my
let's
basis.
Just get that disclaimer.
I like
out.
to have my basis so I can uncover the shit that they're trying to fucking get over on a motherfucker with, because majority of people are trying to get over on something. So I let people, talk so I can get everything that they're saying, and then I can decipher what the fuck it is that they're saying. And 9 times out of 10, they want you to believe their bullshit so they can get over on whatever the fucking wrongs that they've done.
It's
to
essential
somebody.
for you to believe their bullshit,
Right.
for them to do what they want to do.
Right.
So go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
So, me and Legend tried to we tried to partake in some goofy behavior this evening. We tried.
It's done, son.
We tried really hard. I tried really hard, and
These
if
motherfuckers
anybody
are fried.
knows me, I try really hard. I know what bullying is all about, so I try really hard not to be confrontational, because I'm not a small individual and they can come off as extremely confrontational. So I try really, really, really hard not to do this shit.
I think you should really start breaking niggas' arms.
And then the shit it was about to transpire this evening. I hate dudes that be trying to
simp ass motherfuckers, right? Or go ahead.
That be trying to save bitches from their own demise. Let them burn.
Not that you say that. I think we should have beat dude up.
Here.
I can't fight no more.
And that's
though.
a nice way. That's a nice way for me to say it. And I don't like saying.
Stop
bitch.
saying that. This is our show, dog. You can
I
say
know
whatever
it,
the fuck you want to say.
I know, but it's an integrity. It's a part of my character thing that I have to check. But
I understand.
I can't stand dudes. Every man has felt the wrath of some woman in some type of way. Every man, we are men.
Every man.
Men are I don't give a shit how you was raised. At some particular point in time, the man's instinct is gonna kick in your body, and you're gonna do it. And through this journey in life, you're gonna do all this shit. You're gonna try to incorporate a woman in this shit, and she's gonna do you dirty as hell. So every man has experienced some dirty shit that a bitch has done to them, and I hate when men try to stand up for the foolery that females be talking. Just be stupid, simple shit. Bitch would be like, oh, the 24 pack of color crayons only has 28 in it. And the dude would be like, don't interrupt it, brother. And I'm like, what?
How dare you captured that?
How dare you do it? The box says 24. She said 28.
No. Let her go ahead and say what she got to say,
You see
bro.
what I'm saying?
Let her go. We'll give you a chance to respond
Right.
later.
That shit gets on my nerves. I was about to.
Almost threw the keyboard at the screen.
Me
anyway.
and Legend was across the room from one another, and I was about to get, and he would have got busy as soon as I started getting busy. But I was about to get up and like verbally check the dude first, because he's one of them dudes that think he is the security of everybody, of all women or whatever the hell. And I know y'all like, what the fuck are you talking about? This was a Afrocentric ass conversation. Supposedly, it was in some fucking store that sells seashells on bracelets and stuff like that. It was that store, and then it was supposed to be, I guess, intellectual black people or whatever the hell. And the topic of discussion was about black love. Does it still exist? So they never answered. They never answered me.
Love.
They never answered me. I asked the question. I'm like, I don't know what the hell that means. And they're like, what are you talking about? What the fuck is black love? I don't understand that, because from the things that I've gone through, I have learned that love ain't black. It ain't white. It ain't purple. It ain't nothing. It's a very strong.
It's a real feeling you
It's
cannot
a real
deny.
feeling. This is how the earth should spin, is through love. And people, and it was a bunch of dudes in here co-signing to a bunch of shit that had nothing to do with love.
Soft as fuck too. What?
Soft ass dudes. I can't stand soft ass men. Stand up for what it is that you believe in, even if you have to die for it.
It was this faggot nigga
Stand for
back in the
something or fall for any goddamn thing.
It was this faggot nigga back in the day that tried to call BMV pussy beggars. They, a lot of people misinterpret what we're saying and we can't get any ass, blah, 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 blah. You have to be at a certain lower level of intelligence to see what this show is and interpret it as, oh, they can't get sex. This is why they saying this shit. Okay? What we understand here at BMV is that there's an epidemic going on, and that a lot of us that it's happening to do not recognize it. So we're trying to tell people about it. But when we tell people about it, they're like, I'm a part of it, so I'm not going to accept it. I don't know if a lot of people, I don't know if I got that across like that. But when people, this is black people right now. They try to look and they try to see, what is the answer? Why? How come we can't? How come we do? Okay, so when you take the mirror and say, this is why you can't find a good man. Why? Because you put petty shit and you like to date edgy guys instead of guys that cultivate family.
They'll push the mirror right out.
And they'll be like, no. We don't want that answer. We don't want to be to blame for this shit. Give us a better answer. Like, how about black men is the problem? How about that? Yeah? We try to tell them shit like,
we got a lot of that this evening.
Yeah.
Everything from what I got from that conversation is black men are the problem for everything. Women.
You getting abused in the house?
Yeah.
You know what I said? I said, you put that man in the house. Okay.
And they were like, oh
they were
my
like,
God.
no. Get this guy out of here. No. If we can't be real with each other, and that's what I want to say, and I'm going to get this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get this out right now. If I'm glad that people are listening, because people listen and then they fucking tune out. But here it is, right here. If they don't listen to truth, if we can't be real right here, Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck away from these people, dude.
Yeah.
Get away from them. All these pro-blackers, we was in there with people with dreads and braids and beads and what are those taco seashells around the necklace type shit.
It don't even matter. And the mother love chick
And when you
was a prime example.
the mother love.
Yeah, the mother love chick. She was the older woman out of the group, and you can tell that she has either ran herself crazy or she's allowed life to run her crazy, but she's crazy, and you know, she blames everything on black men, and black women have no part in anything, and that's the part that kills me. Anytime you're trying to solve a problem, it may be ugly that you have to go to, you know, because you have to go to the basis, and you have to find out how this transpired. Where I'm living at right now, we have a very bad water problem.
Yeah,
I don't know if
heard
anybody
about
has
that
seen
shit.
it on the news.
Yeah.
We have a very bad problem with lead in the water and all that stuff. So you know what's going to happen? OSHA, Aqua, everybody and their uncle, they're going to go to the water acclimation place and they're going to test the water first there, because this is where the water comes to the village. And then when they test the water, if it's fine, then they're going to go to where the supply comes from. And then they're going to test it. Because this is how you find out where the fuck problems come from. You have to start from the basis. Now, being that women have control of children that grow up to be adults, and they grow up to be piece of shit ass adults, that all lies on the woman. Because the woman chose whatever man that she let dump off in her, she chose that. And it sounds ugly because it is.
But it's the truth.
And it's until you accept it, it's gonna continue to sound ugly.
Dude,
women, it's a bunch of women out here because they felt that they have a good heart and they had good intentions, and they went out and had several children, and they just feel that you shouldn't talk ugly to them, which the truth is ugly. You know, you should butter it up and say something nice, you know, to ease it over. But there's nothing to ease over other than saying, you know, when there's a fire, you say there's a fire. You don't say it possibly might be, or there's water sprinkling over there. You say there's a fucking fire because you don't want to go in there and get burned.
Oh, we don't want to hurt the firemen's feelings.
You have to tell the fireman it's a fire. You can't say, fireman, there may or may not be a fire in there. I'm not really sure. But I just want you guys to take extra precaution when you go in there, because there possibly might be a fire. That's why we call the fire department, because it possibly may be. So we don't offend anybody, because we don't want to misgender identity your ass or whatever the fuck. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. I can't stand this shit, especially when it comes from black people. And tonight I bring up this thing. And they just went right past everything that I said. I said, how is it that black people are more successful in slavery than they are now? We have the freedom to do everything that we want to do. They were like, what do you mean? What? Oh, they were forced. And I said, no. Back then, when you were not allowed to get an education, you were not allowed to do shit but what Master Johnson said you needed to do. So all of the books and shit and words and all that shit that the motherfuckers learned, that was at the risk of dying. All the marriages that happened back then, that was at risk of dying. They didn't want black people to have family value, and they didn't want them to have stability and all that stuff. And they killed them for trying to have it. But they did it anyway because they understood the importance of it. They did it anyway. These group of dumbass motherfuckers over here wanted all the brainwashed and you got to get the pedophile came across, or the dude that beat you. He had to mentally get you first. Once he mentally get you, then he start beating you. But you can say that. You can say that out loud, and then turn around and still be like, "Oh, I love him," and you know he didn't mean to hit me really. And then women, it's a pattern.
Let me tell you,
a dude will beat a chick and she'll be with the dude for 42 years, talking about he gonna change, and he didn't mean it. Because
rent.
I already know it. Absolutely correct.
Let's just be real. But that's the problem. That's why black people will never ever get over themselves or get any better, because they can't be real with each other. Just say it, bitch. Just say it. Look, the nigga was beating my ass, but I ain't had nowhere else to go. I ain't want to go back home with my parents because I hate my mama. And, you know, he used to whoop me, but then he used to apologize, so I stayed up in there. I was like, yo, the second somebody fucking hit me, I'm out of there.
Yeah, I don't.
Everybody was like, nah, you don't understand. And then it started being some dudes that was like, no, you gotta understand abusers. First they be like nice to you, and then I was like, I don't give a fuck. As soon as somebody hit me in my eye, I'm like, yo, you not my friend.
Yeah,
I gotta get
you
out
ain't
of
got
here.
no love for me at all.
You don't respect me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it's time to bail, man.
this is real shit. But if you can't get down to real shit, how the fuck are you supposed to solve problems? These people can't get down with real shit. If you can't sit up here and say, yes, we're women that like edgy men, really bad men, and that's our problem right there. We need to get past that. If they can't do that, fuck them, dog. They're done. They're fried, dyed, and laid to the side.
I understand that's why that's such a task. We make mistakes. I make mistakes. Everybody that know me, I got a big ass problem. I like big asses, huge asses, 48s, 38s and up.
5x5s. I
like big asses. Yeah. I had to reach down in my soul with a couple of, and I remember from a couple songs, that I can't remember the dude. Ooh, I'm a love. He was trying to. I got 5 Lincolns, 4. He was trying to run down a list of shit, and then Bell Biv DeVoe never trust a big button to smile. That shit hit me one day. And I was okay.
That was law.
I was like, that shit hit me one day, and I was like, okay, you know what?
That was law.
There's probably some truth to this. It's truth in music. It's truth in music.
Oh,
so I was
yeah.
like, okay,
That's
let
art.
me pay a little bit more attention to this, and let me see what type of attention, what type of the difference of interaction that I'm gonna get from, you know, this type of woman from this type of woman. And it changed instantly. You know, everybody is running around, you know, chasing this big dumb butt ass woman. Or nowadays, I don't even think dudes is chasing these fake butt women. But me growing up, you know, when I grew up, big booties and you know, healthy women were a thing, and you chased that shit, and you know, it was fun when you caught them. You chase it. I'm not chasing
Catch
shit.
a girl, freaky girl.
Yeah, Catch a Girl, Free Girl was absolutely the shit, you know, because, you know, it was always one chick on the block that was more developed than the rest of the chick. So you wanted to catch her, and then she beat your ass because you was not the nigga. She wanted the other nigga to catch her. So he can fill her up or finger her in the closet or whatever the hell the case may be. But
finger in the closet.
When will people start to understand? Men, especially men, we have to understand. We have to get past all of these women, and they want to say they sold a couple of days because they sucked so many dicks and the shit didn't work out, and so they don't want to feel bad about their decisions. And my Mother Love was a prime example of shit just went bad.
Yo, what's up, caller?
Yeah, what's up? This Big Bad Mo. Go ahead, finish your point, Ben Country.
What's up,
Big Bad
Mo?
Mizzo? What up, bro? What's going on?
Yeah, I've been on vacation, man. Been to Miami, then I went to Universal Studios in Orlando, man. Boy, I was living it up for a minute, man.
Yeah, man.
You go with the fam, man?
It's a good
you
time
with the fam?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's what the fuck.
Yeah,
we
some
here
good timing,
for.
some good timing stuff going on down there, man. Good timing.
What's going on? What's on your mind, dog?
Yeah, what's on your mind?
I mean, I'm refreshed. I'm good, but the thing I want to talk. I mean, I don't know if y'all talked about it. I'm part of this called in the tail end of the show, but what's on my mind right now? I don't know if y'all talked about it. If I'm bringing it up again, then you know I apologize. But
ain't no problem, man. Come on with it.
Yo, man, have y'all been listening? I don't know if y'all been listening to it or heard about what's been going on as far as these cartoons coming out now with lesbian couples now, like My Little Pony or this new new Frozen movie coming out with a possibility of a lesbian couple on it right there. How Disney is pretty much trying to push the agenda now. That pretty much bothers me right now.
I've been noticing when they did the first gay thing, they had the gay penguin. And
gay penguin.
I think it was Happy Feet. They had the gay penguin. And I was like,
I mean,
or it was either the penguin or like Beauty and the Beast. I can't remember. It was one of them fucking cartoons.
must be Teletubbies or something shit.
It was something like that. But my thing, I can't. And this weekend, I don't know if anybody's seen the View. This dude had I don't know, made a post or whatever talking about he having a straight pride parade, and everybody, Whoopi Goldberg and everybody on the View was like clowning them because the shit sound fucking ridiculous.
Exactly.
And there's gay pride parade. I think this weekend or next weekend, whatever fuck, here in Chicago.
It's all month.
Oh hell! Hell no!
So he did it purposely to make as an example to let everybody understand this is fucking foolish. To have any pride parade, you know, for what they trying to have it for.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's. I understand there's gay people out here. I ain't, I do your thing, whatever. Evil people and all good and bad and all that stuff. Everybody, all that shit is out here, and them people they will reach their demise however they see fit.
I don't need
that shit forced down my child's throat or anybody else's.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't give
let
a
a little
fuck.
girl be a little girl and let a little boy be a little boy.
Right. If they grow up and decide that they're gay, then they're gay. But for right now, I told my son that because one of his aunties is gay, and I had to sit him down like, this is not how it goes, right? I know you love your auntie, but this is not how that, and she's done everything for you under the sun, but this is not how this goes. This is not how life goes. Life cannot go on with a woman and a woman. Life cannot go on with a man and neither one of them motherfuckers can get each other pregnant. So this is it's that simple. You ain't got to think. You ain't got to think nothing else. You ain't got to think nothing else past it. I understand people put their feelings and emotions.
Just you saying that will get you fucked up. But just you saying that, this is the times that we're in.
Yeah.
Just by you saying that, they will label you as
homophobe.
Homophobe. Like shit on Facebook right now, Big Bad Mo is getting even on YouTube, X'd out, banned. Just if we say what we said right now, they are taking it off as hate speech.
And people out too. Since we live right now.
Fuck about gay people. I care the same about gay people as I care about Icelanders. And Greenlanders.
Damn.
They got their shit over there. That's cool.
Do your thing.
But as soon as you try to make me eat barbecue smelt, I'm not going, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. That's not my culture. That's not what I do. Don't you hate me? Don't you make me illegal for not going down with that. But I will tolerate you. You're a human being. You can do what you want to do out here.
Just don't.
In America, it's free. But do not try to influence me and my kids and my family and my people. We don't try to get that on you. We don't say, hey, you should be straight. You should be straight. Why are you doing that? You should be straight. How about you have a straight?
All we saying is do not force a kid. I mean, you can do what you want to do as an adult. They can grow up to be whatever they want to be, but as kids, they need to be kids. Because I mean, y'all may be a little. I'm 34 years old. Y'all may be a little bit older than me, but don't you remember the time where Saturday morning cartoons and after school shit, to have meaning, like morals and values, like
it was
a lesson.
Like Fat Albert or Transformers or.
What is the lesson now on Arthur?
I don't
know
what
that cartoon is now. The teacher was supposed to be marrying another male teacher. Why?
Where is that?
Why?
I don't see that no more, man.
The meme, I know you're not. The meme with the guy with the hand and shit, like he about to steal on a motherfucker. He's supposed to be marrying another guy. Why? Why do you want children to know this? Now, to atheists and people that don't like Christianity or Muslim or any type of religion, I'm like, you know what they call you, right? They call you the devil. You know what I'm saying? Because just because people follow this religion, there's a separate, there's a list of rules that you're supposed to follow to be a good person.
Right.
And basically, I don't give a fuck what you are, Christian, Hindu, Muslim. It's the same goddamn thing. Okay,
Yeah,
If you're
let's just
doing
say
what you're
to
that.
me,
supposed to
it's the
do,
same
doing
thing.
right or wrong, it's right or wrong.
Right, exactly. People know that. Even atheists, when they about to get,
Thank you.
when they about to clip, they be like, oh God.
Yeah, they call right for them.
Okay,
Yeah,
you was just
all
kidding,
day.
or no?
All them motherfuckers in the pornos, they be calling for Jesus.
You was kidding or no?
or
Just let us
or
know.
Oh
Come
God!
on,
or
be
getting it,
real with us.
Wait a minute, you
or
just
get
said
beat
you ain't
down,
believe this motherfucker.
If you're gonna be
or
real with
get
that
beat
shit,
down
just
real
be
good.
real
Oh
with it.
God, no. Oh God, no, get this nigga off me. Oh God. Oh shit.
It's
Or
there,
get
it's
beat
there,
down. Or
dude.
just
You
get beat
know,
down.
you can cut it and slice it however you want to slice it. There is a higher being than what we are, and people try to put
Exactly.
themselves in that place, and they can't. We can't. When you understand that you just didn't manifest out of dirt and some molecule. There was something created all of us. This life that we live, animals, human beings, something created all of that. You ain't gotta try to understand. You ain't gotta try. That ain't. If we understood it, then we would be the creator. But we're we're not.
Dude, and
So-
when you do something, I don't know, but for me, when you do something wrong, you kind of feel that shit.
I know I do.
If you're a good person, you kind
All
of feel
day.
that shit. So that means there is something, I don't know what the fuck it is, that does that to you. You feel bad when you, I don't know, when you look at some bad shit, when you see a motherfucker get stretched out by a 50 cal, you like, god damn,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes it could be a reason behind the man could be protect me. I'm gonna use me as I could be protecting my family. I blow a motherfucking head all the way off, literally.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying, just like,
Yeah, but I know.
you know, us looking at society, you
Oh,
feel
yeah.
certain ways off of shit that you see. All right. We know it's a justification for protecting your family or protecting your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? That's no
Oh, yeah.
question. But when you see some other shit, when you see some bogus shit, and bogus is Chicago. That's a Chicago
Yeah,
term.
I don't know if anybody else say
yeah,
bogus.
yeah.
Yes,
to
I
be
know.
bogus,
Yes, I
man.
already know, man. I ain't got to say nothing, man.
Yeah, you ain't too far from us, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you calling us here, dog. But yo,
Yeah.
we gotta open up the line. But thanks, Big Bad Mo, for calling back in, dude.
My advice to both of y'all right now: take a vacation, man. Now.
You right.
Go now.
You absolutely correct. You
Now.
absolutely correct.
Dude, let
I
me
need
tell
it.
you about this shit.
I need it, and we about to do it.
Dude, a lot of people think that vacation or going out of the country is something that is super hard. Or
Yeah.
I've heard
I'm
some
glad you
black
just bring
people
this
say
up.
that it's a white thing. Bro, you better get the fuck out of here.
Open
dog.
your
You better
mind.
get the fuck out of. You better get that passport and get the fuck out of here. You're not gonna know what the fuck we fully saying
Yeah, until you do
until
it.
you do that.
After you break the ice, as soon as you break the ice, let me tell you right now, for all the young men that are listening, that think it's a task or think it's something that white people do, this, that, and the other, just equate it to this. What made me get my passport? Because I didn't know. Nobody told me. When I did a lot of traveling younger, because we had, back then it was family reunions and all that stuff, so I traveled all across the United States. But nobody never told me that, about anything outside of this country. Nobody told me. So one day, just looking at people behavior and all this stuff, and then I looked at Star. I said, let me take a serious look into this shit. And I looked. I'm like, this don't cost you. I spend this in 2 weekends just drinking and kicking it. I'm like, I can afford to take this trip. Just think about it, fellas. If you 1 month, let's say a couple video games come out in 6 months, or whatever your hobby is. $6 a pop on a video game. Let's say it's 7 of them. 7 video games, new console, TV, subwoofers, or whatever the hell it is that you like. Come all out in 6 months. You got to get all that shit. That's your trip. It don't cost nothing to get on a plane to go somewhere for 4-5 days for $700. Trip, food, everything included. And do not believe, because I know we all accustomed to believing some stereotypes that was forced on us. Do not believe what you see on TV. Do not believe what somebody else says. Get on that plane. Go look for yourself.
Out there and see
you are going to be extremely surprised how other countries are moving about, like Ethiopia, for instance. A friend of mine was in Ethiopia for fucking 8 years.
Those are the baddest bitches I've ever seen in my
8
life.
years.
To
And
me.
all I ever saw in Ethiopia
my
growing up
preference.
was that commercial with the quarter a day could feed this family for 900 years. That's all I ever saw. So I thought Ethiopia was some bull. It was fucked up.
Even with Black Hawk Down, man.
My
I was
friend bring back these pictures and all of this shit. He was like, this shit is called dope as hell out here.
like,
Women are
Ethiopian chicks
beautiful.
are bad as fuck.
They treat you like you're fucking amazing. Don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you hear. Get out here, dude. It's people love black men all over this planet.
Yeah.
Black, Mexican, whatever you is, women that value men are outside of the United States of America. It's
I
fucked
think
up. This is
I
where we
will
live.
go ahead and I'll go as far as saying that we are the default bad boys. Because
Yeah.
they, just us being, I don't care if you like a nerd that, I hate saying nerds because I'm a nerd. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not the super cool swag guy, you know what I'm saying? You're still in black culture default.
Mhm.
So to other cultures, that shit is rich. Okay? Just how we grow up and how we talk, how we understand things, how we see things is very valuable to other cultures because nobody rocks like us. Understand that we made hip hop and hip hop runs the goddamn world.
Sure enough.
We did it. Black men, you know what I'm saying, in the ghetto, you know what I'm saying, after oppression, like they were saying, like, because of slavery, that's why, black women do black men so bad nowadays. Really? So, like, in the 50s, yeah, y'all was doing black men so bad back then. You know what I'm saying? I hate when motherfuckers bring up slavery and the shit because Black Wall Street in the 50s, we were 80%, black women were 80% married.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
family was
they're
going
like
on.
less
children,
than 20%
all of them
married.
smart ass men. They created. If you don't know, we created everything basically. If you don't believe it, just research it. Some white dude stole it from us. And I'm talking to the Mexican and Puerto Ricans too, because y'all black too. But we made everything. Healthcare.
Y'all just got
everything.
dropped off at a different spot.
Yeah, you just got dropped off. We all everybody got dropped off at their destination. But
we all came from over there.
We created everything.
If your culture, if your culture is attracted or feels some type of way with percussion,
yeah,
which is drums or something like that, you're from Africa.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, go ahead.
Absolutely. But we created everything. And white men know that. And they steal everything basically. Everything they get there, whatever, when AIDS dropped, that was the most sophisticated hospital in Africa.
You acting like that
on the world. In the world.
Like AIDS was a mixtape.
No. I mean,
when AIDS dropped, everybody was like, "Yeah, hell no."
Because the shit, and this is, the thing I get into conversation with people about. Shit didn't just fall out of the sky. Certain things are what they are, and then certain things are just bullshit. Like with the AIDS shit. That shit. If AIDS existed before 1920, there would be no people, because the medical field was nowhere near as advanced as it is now. So everybody would be dead.
Rubbers were not.
Yeah, rubbers weren't invented. Motherfuckers' crotches be falling off, all type of shit. Somebody made this shit in the room somewhere.
1920
voila.
rubbers.
No.
Why even do it?
No, dude, because it was no need for a 1920s rubber, because women's father was like, okay, I'm going to choose your husband for you, because you cannot make a conscious decision on who it is that you need to be with. So this dude came to me and said, I would like to date and marry your daughter. I assessed him and be like, okay, this dude got a strong back. I see that he will defend and protect his family. So I'll let him marry my daughter. Boom. Yeah. That's how it went.
Yeah.
Women, like the lady at the panel, the one woman that was trying to break it down to all the other women and explain to them that women have gotten
Superhead 77
have gotten lost. in this trying to be men type of thing. And as soon as she said it, all the women they didn't back her. They didn't say anything. She's like,
the blind leading the blind.
She was like, we've gotten lost in this, too busy trying to be men and trying to prove that we can lead and blah blah blah. That's not your field. That's not your position. And people get that all fucked up. Everybody has a position. You can go to work and play your role. You can't do it in society. You can't do it amongst you. And I'm gonna say this to the end of time until my head fall off. Because women value things. And that's the reason I explain this shit like this. Women value things.
Say it again, dog. Say it slower.
Women value things.
And men value.
And men value everything else outside of those things. So if women value things, then you should be taking a page out of the big motherfuckers that have all the money's book. Mm-hmm. And if you're taking a page out of their shit, they families is cock lock and ready to rock. Yeah. That's the basis. The basis of all of this shit is love and family. If you ain't got it, you ain't gonna have shit. You can't. You can't go through life because you were a CEO of some fucking company, and because your check is bigger than somebody else's with this chip on your shoulder. We had a friend of ours. He lost his Sprint store, 2 restaurants. The dude arrogant as fuck, and he still don't get it.
Are you talking? Yeah, they know who Blue School is.
Yeah, they know Blue School is.
He
lost all that shit. They was calling me for his truck, trying to repo that shit. He lost all that shit, and the dude still got a dumbass, fucked up mentality on how this shit work out here. Just like these women. These women got a dumbass idea on how this shit work out here because they in the business of somebody else's. Like when the strip club shit started for women. When women were finally let in strip club, that's when the twerking started. That's when the ass injections and all type of shit started.
When you started tipping $2.
See, he still
instead of one.
He can't let it go.
It's big country fault, y'all.
It's not my fault. I didn't do it. I didn't start it.
He was doing. I never saw nobody else tip more than $1 until he did, dog. And then motherfuckers started making it rain. I was like,
I don't make it rain. I don't follow suit with all this.
Out of control,
bro. And throwing hundreds or tens of dollars or fives or singles of dollars. I be watching that shit. I be like, y'all dumb as hell because you gonna go to the strip club and get $500 in singles so you can do a tip drill so you can prove to this bitch that you worthy of something. And then at the end of it, she's gonna go somewhere and fuck somebody else with your $500. When you could have invested that or took a trip or something, or bought your kids something, or bought yourself something of value.
You know what I found out this week, though? And it was confirmed by a couple other people.
What?
$40 is the price point for pussy nowadays.
It's 20.
I don't know, but what they told me was that if you want a decent, like a 9 to.
You're not marrying her. See, I just finished explaining.
No. We don't want to get into paying for pussy, but I'm just saying $40 does not seem. Like a lot.
Yeah. The value for what you're getting ready to do, it's a damn shame that men see more and covet more in the female, that the whole sexual act. Even though we can place that where we want to place it, but men value it more than women do, because women are trying to think like men and they don't even understand where the fuck men are coming from with this shit. And women, $40, you're gonna let somebody gonna let somebody in your body.
I saw it
for $40.
My
and the price of that could be you're dying from whatever the fuck.
You're gonna catch AIDS. You're gonna catch
anything.
Herpes,
you're gonna bring a child into this earth, a whole human being that did not deserve, any bullshit. They deserved a fair chance. All of this shit is in jeopardy.
A kid's gonna come in there and they're gonna be like, "Where's my daddy?" Oh, your daddy wasn't shit. No, really, you're here because of $40 because of the light bill was late. That's why you're here. You know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of us here. That bill was late. I'm in a bind, Nate.
I'm in the bind, Nate. I'm in the bind, Nate.
That shit, this is the oldest profession. I saw some shit on Facebook today, and the bitch was like, yo, you know, niggas always like this, and they was trying to go in on black guys. They was like, this was a black woman. And she was like, niggas always got a problem with paying money when it comes to giving them sex. And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with them? This is the oldest profession. How the fuck they don't know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, this prostitution. Like, this is prostitution.
Yeah, man.
Yo, if you want money for sex, if you want money for company, you're prostituting.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what Instagram
a meal,
says, all that.
It's a bunch of men out here
Google,
that try to
Google Dubai porta potty.
Yeah, Google that, and you will understand a lot of female Instagram and Facebook posts. You will understand how they doing what they doing.
Right. We see all these bitches all the time, man. Like, there's a bunch of bitches on Instagram that I follow. Gorgeous motherfuckers. All they do is drink and smoke and just lay up on exotic beaches and shit like that. You gotta, but you, as a smart man, you gotta wonder who the fuck is taking that picture.
Somebody's taking that picture.
Who the fuck is financing this shit? I know
somebody's taking that picture.
$1,200 to just get where you at.
Ain't no way in hell. Just think about it like this. All your favorite whoever models, IG models, Facebook, whatever the fuck. I don't know, whatever. They be taking 50 million trips. They ain't no job posted in their timeline other than the strip club or some bullshit like that.
Google.
Somebody is financing that because they obviously cannot make good decisions. So they damn sure don't have, because if they had
any like good decision, you go to your job and you got your, that's what they're doing. Okay, they don't listen. I've never seen a female, and this is what bothers me about women, is because I've seen porn, I've seen real life women fuck disgusting men for their own, I don't know, whatever. And I'm just like, that shit scares me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you can get down with a fucking Jabba the Hutt motherfucker rather than a good guy that's doing this shit and all that. Yep. So you can come up. And that nature right there scares me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, who is down with that nature and who is not? So when I'm dating out here, when I'm dealing with people, that's right, Wade, Dubai porta potty. And for people who don't know, your favorite Instagram models get shat upon in their mouth, okay, for a lot of money. Because people out in Dubai they got millions of dollars, yo. They hit them up on Instagram and they say, yo, you want to come through? We got 50 grand for you.
50 grand. You come through, we going to piss some shit on you.
50 grand ain't shit but a piss in a bucket to them.
And the females will evaluate. They'll be like, oh, just a little bit of doo-doo. That ain't nothing but a little bit of doo-doo. We
get shat upon.
We got a little joke going around the job because I told a couple people about that. And we ain't nothing but a little bit of doo-doo. Ain't nothing but a little bit of doo-doo. A bunch of women.
But I mean, the mentality. Yeah. The mentality.
Right.
That's what fucks me up.
That's what I get ready to say.
That fucks me up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I do something even remotely wrong, I feel something from that.
Yeah.
So why don't they feel something from that when they get shat upon in their mouth?
Ain't nothing but a little bit of doo-doo.
I mean, but they're like, yo, I get to buy Balenciaga. I get 50 grand. I get to buy all this shit. I get to post these selfies online and show where I'm at every day.
Not knowing, most dudes don't understand how much it costs to even. Fellas, Google or go on whatever travel website and see how much it costs to go to Dubai. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap at all.
No.
And to even stay in Dubai, you're gonna, for fucking 3 days, and to stay in Dubai, you're gonna spend almost 3 G's.
You're gonna spend
almost 3 G's. So you got some black ass, barely halfway looking decent chicks taking pictures by the pool in Dubai. You know what they're there for. Sorry.
Yeah. People don't really ever think about who the fuck is holding that camera.
Right.
It's an old ass fucking 85-year-old dude that's
Yep.
smashing the
Yep.
girl of your dreams.
Just shit and
And
piss all
she's
on.
cool with it. She could be like, "Hey, I'm in Dubai. Yeah, I just took a turd out my mouth, but it's cool. You still like me. You still want to fuck with me. You still want to jack off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about this? Yeah. Dude, man, this is the world today. I'm not cool with that. I feel really uncomfortable with that. I feel really uncomfortable that they think that they can come to us with that shit and make money. All the time on Facebook, I know y'all get it too. All the time on Facebook, I get solicitations from bitches that's doing from porn and shit. You know, I just get a fucking friend request.
I know, and then I go, and it's in the special area, and I just hit the delete as soon as I go in there because I already know what it is.
On Instagram, yeah, you get that shit. I don't think the rest of the world knows that they target us with that. They target us. They know
That's
that
our natural
women
instinct, man.
They know that women hold sex. They know that, so they market off of that. I don't know if I was ready to explain that. I'm gonna come with the details on that later, though.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying though. When I see it, I'm like, they playing on my horniness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here trying to date. I'm trying to do it the right way. I'm trying to, do whatever the fuck I gotta do. And they like, yo, we got a shortcut for you. What's up? And this shit hits you as a man. Women don't do this. Women don't understand this part of men. But they are always soliciting, like, yo, join our dating site. You could fuck people on the first night.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I'm like, yo, if it wasn't for these motherfuckers over here holding sex for ransom, we wouldn't even consider this bullshit.
And now the value of this whole thing, because I'm gonna tell you,
the price point blew me away.
Yeah, dude, I've been, this I'll tell a legend about this young girl at the Burger King where I go get my croissant sandwich in the morning. She's a young girl, and you can tell she has a mouth full of herpes, and you can tell she is that immature, inexperienced young girl. She got trying to prove a point, and her life just got flipped, and now her whole life is shut down. Now what she's gonna do is, because she desires the things that we naturally supposed to desire is to be with somebody, at some particular point in time, she's gonna get pissed off about whoever the fuck gave her herpes, and she's gonna go out on the earth and give a bunch of other motherfuckers herpes because she figure somebody gave it to her or whatever the hell, and she's not gonna understand that my mother didn't have the positive figure in my life. I shouldn't, and nobody never told me not to believe in stereotypes or to follow the stereotypes or to follow anybody. Nobody ever told me any of that. Nobody ever gave me these jewels, the science to this shit. And she's going to be pissed off because she can't enjoy. It's like having a baby when you're 13. You're still a kid. Yeah. You can't enjoy the shit that you can. Now you're the switch that got to get cut on that don't need to be cut on yet. Now it has to get cut on. Now you have to jump from being a kid to a full-fledged adult because it's a whole human being that didn't ask to be on the planet that you had to fend for. Now you have to give them knowledge. You have to nurture them. You have to do all of this stuff. That's what you have to do. Everybody don't always do that.
Right. You have to do that. Not a lot of people are capable.
And people don't understand that. And then we keep on regurgitating the same shit. And then people always, like I was talking this week, people always trying to solve problems from adulthood. We are adults now. All the people that are adults, we are adults. Whatever our situations are, whether they be fucked up or blessings or whatever the hell, they are what they are. So from now, because now that we know that, if we don't know that, we should be paying attention to that. So now, before we have children, we should be educating ourselves and making ourselves aware of certain things so we can instill, so we don't keep on regurgitating the same shit. Yeah. So now we have kids, little girls. I'm pretty sure it's fucking, it's too late for little girls to be outside. And I guarantee you I can drive around the corner right now and it'll be some girls out there.
See some teenage
and somebody mama ain't care. They don't care where the fuck their daughter is at because they about to get dicked down by Cordell. They don't care. They don't understand that the Midwest is a big sex trafficking hub. They don't get it. Your daughter will be on a boat on their way to fucking Dubai or somewhere over there where they fucking doing disgusting things to children. She'll be on the boat tomorrow. And they don't give a fuck.
That's psychopathy.
They don't care.
Or
All these little boys
narcissism.
in any hood, not just the South Side of Chicago. All these little boys that's out in the hood trying to prove they love to their homies and all that shit. That's because they didn't get it from the crib.
Right.
Because and they didn't get it because moms chose either I'm gonna get dick down or I'm gonna show my children's love. And I would rather get dick down right now because I made some bad decisions and I need to feel good for the moment. And then that's what they do. And the children suffer from it.
Yeah, it ain't nobody else's fault but theirs, but they will never ever admit that. Dude, I mean, it's a fundamental fact that women are the choosers. Like tonight at the panel, I was like, they was talking about men abuse us, blah 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 blah. And I was like, I got my chance to speak. You know I was gonna gangbang in that shit, dog.
I was trying.
I was like, yo, you can say all that shit, but you put that man in there. There's a lot of black people. Matter of fact, like 99.9% of black people will not admit that the woman is the chooser.
Mm-hmm.
Like, women will be like, nah, he came over and hollered at me. But no, you chose him. You said yes to him.
Yep.
You said, it's cool. Come on in here. But it's not like it was well oiled because she got down the weekend before or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was not like that. But anyway, she let him in there. But black women will never ever admit this because then they have to admit that they're at fault for the decline of the culture. Listen, when you are attracted to degenerate men, like I wanted to say tonight, why would you go and get an education? Why would you sacrifice and climb the ladder of success as a black man when they are giving it up to the fucking losers? Oh my God, the finest women are attracted to the motherfuckers who never could win at life. Why should we do that? You know what I'm saying? This is them. For a long time, I was like, okay, maybe we have to act a little bit like losers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that shit.
Nah,
Fuck that shit. That's when I found other women that's not black women.
Yeah.
And they was like, oh my God, you so intelligent.
And you know, fellas, because it's gonna be so foreign to you.
Yeah.
When you run across it, it's gonna feel unnatural because you are damaged. We are all damaged. This is why. This is one of the reasons why I do the show, to try to enlighten people to get away from. You used to. I remember I was out in Cali one time, and this girl stopped me. She put her hands on me. She's like, "Hey, how you?" And I started patting like immediately, like she dipped me. If y'all know, that's a New York term when you get pickpocketed. But I'm patting like she got me, and she was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I just want, I saw you, and I was just, I was really uncomfortable because from where I'm from, dealing with black women, there ain't no black women about to approach you.
No.
Ain't most women
unless
period
they on
ain't
some
about to say,
hustle
bro.
shit,
Really,
unless
black
they
women
trying to get
really
you.
ain't about to do something unless they trying to get you to buy something or give them a tip because they didn't shook their ass for 12 seconds. But black women ain't trying to do.
I really feel like if an attractive black woman or a black woman came at me, it's a setup.
I feel the same way.
They don't initiate. They don't come at us. They don't value us that much to come at us. Okay? And that's just black women. Look, any other woman, if they see any value in it, they going to come and get you, dog. You know what I'm saying? They're going to see who you are, what the fuck you about, because you might be valuable. You might be something. You might be that cultivation, that key to cultivation of family. They know that because in every other culture, they know that family is the end all be all. It's 100%. That's why we here, to cultivate family, to sit on that front porch and see our grandkids who are doing great. You know what I'm saying? They all got Walmart clothes on. You know what I'm saying? We got blow up toys and the slip and slide. That's what we trying to get to. But in black culture, no, they got Gucci belts, they got skinny jeans, they got they'll shoot you. If
Yeah.
you can't, you're
Fake
not
titties,
thug
fake
enough.
ass,
You're
tummy
not
tucks
tall
and-
enough. You're not this enough. You're not that enough. You're not this enough. You can understand with them that family is not the priority. If you're a good man and you were raised to cultivate family, these motherfuckers don't understand you. It took me too long to understand that shit. I was like, every one of us, every black man was like, yo, I want a black wife. We gonna go here. We gonna do better than our predecessors. We gonna go, we gonna travel, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, we gonna do that. This is why I went to school. This is why I did everything. You know what I'm saying? But they don't appreciate that. They give it up to the degenerates. You dig?
Yeah.
So what you have to do, black man, is you have to get in where you fit in. Those who appreciate intelligence, those who appreciate tenacity, character, and principles, those are the women who you should be getting. Yo, somebody told me today that, and we heard it in the motherfucking whatever we was in, that clusterfuck. But here's the thing about it. You're not supposed to chase women. Chasing women, they try to say, is traditional.
Yeah, that's the whole fucking game to me.
Here's the I had to
not
research
interested in playing.
dating, and you have to research dating. Don't take my word for it right now. But here's the thing: in the '60s, with the free love movement, this is when caking came into fruition, dog. Because before then, we only dated to get married and cultivate family. But then when they was giving it up to everybody, free love, we had to get in line.
And then feminism was
if I got in line,
set sail.
If I got in line, I'm behind Big Country. Yo, hey, I got a better restaurant. You want to go to a restaurant? Big Country ain't got a restaurant. Yo, I'm first in line. I get a chance to hit it first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's where dating, what they call traditional right now, that's where it came from. Because before then, it was chaperone. And only people who wanted to marry my daughter can date my daughter. That's how it went down. But then when free love came around in the 60s and all that, they could choose. Yo, I'm going to fuck him, and him. He making money? I'm going to marry him then.
Okay.
That's how it went down. So when bitches sit up here and try to tell you, oh, I'm traditional, I'm this, and that,
And
they fucking lying.
One of them chicks with the
they trying to play your ass.
with the 50 pounds of makeup on said that traditional shit this evening. And I wanted to point, I didn't get a chance to, but she had her wedding ring turned around so you couldn't see the stone, so it just looked like a band, and she had it on the wrong finger. And I was going to put it on blast. I didn't get a chance to.
That was tonight?
Yes, old girl that with her face beat, with all that goddamn makeup on. That was
sitting in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, her, and she was talking about that tradition shit and all that. I'm like, if you are anything traditional, you would not come outside in public with yoga pants on and with all of your giblets accentuated the way they are. You wouldn't come outside like that if you're traditional. Women it's just situational, fellas. Whatever situation they in, they can if they can flip it and bounce it to benefit them, they're gonna try to do that shit.
There's no honor.
And yeah, there's no honor among motherfucking
yeah,
teeth.
honor is a man thing.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you know how hypocritical they are. You could be like, yo, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't like child support. Oh, you got to support your child. You got to do this, and that. But then you bring up Mary J. Blige and women, and they be like, oh, he a scumbag. He needs to do this, and that.
He be a man.
Well, how come? Yeah, he need to be a man. How come? You see how wishy-washy, how they will take shit out of the Bible that, you know what I'm saying, benefits them and leave the shit that does not benefit them.
Mm-hmm.
This is not honor. This is not how men work. This is not how we know. But they can do this shit because this is not their doctrine. And this is what you need to understand. Look, they can sit up here and say some stuff, and you can go by that. You can march on that.
Mm-hmm.
But later on, they'll be like, yo, I didn't mean that. What are you going to do? What do you do to disloyal females? You do nothing. All you got to, all we have to do, or what we need to do, and all we can do is avoid that shit.
Yep.
See it, see the clues, see what we talking about right here. See the clues and be like, I see you on that bullshit already.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of dudes that don't know BMV. There's a lot of dudes that don't know this witchcraft that is being performed on them. The dudes we seen in the panel today, they really think that they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I was so disappointed.
But their life will never ever reflect that.
And angry. I haven't been angry in a while, but I was
angry?
I was ready to pop. And I haven't been, and it was disappointing. I hate seeing it hurt my heart watching young black men or older black men and just such disarray. It kills me.
Yeah.
And the one dude that was in there married, his wife was basically eating him. And I was just shaking my head. I'm like, this dude don't even understand. And then there was a couple other dudes, they was gay. And then they were,
them niggas gay as hell.
And
I'm
they
like, what the fuck are they doing here?
I'm like, and every time me and Legend tried to speak, they didn't know what the fuck. Oh, what do you mean by it? And they switched the subject, or they cut him off, or anything like that, because it may interfere.
I was in there gangbanging.
It may interfere with the potential in them getting vagina, but I can't stand men, and I understand the conditioning and all of that stuff. I understand what men go through, but it's very disheartening. I can't stand to see dudes that just suffer at the whim of this shit.
Right. Yeah.
Black men, you way stronger, you way smarter, you way everything. We created everything. You don't have to sit up here and deal with and do flip tricks and all this shit because somebody said, "Oh, it's tradition. You're supposed to chase a woman." I'm not. You know how much money that costs? If you decide you're gonna believe in this type of shit, how much money it's gonna cost you to date women? In 1 month, you will be then spent
a plane ticket.
88% of your income.
Yeah, a plane ticket.
Trying to entertain women to get one of them to see that you're a good guy and to give you love. You will look up, you be like, "Where does my money go, man? I'm late on my phone bill. I gotta pay. I gotta do a advance pay or whatever pay." You be like, "What the fuck happened?"
That shit don't work.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
That shit don't work. But they tell you that you gotta do this shit.
If you got some shit that you love to do, if you putting off learning something, excuse me, you putting off learning something, you putting off going somewhere, in interest of having to have money to fucking do whatever for these motherfuckers. Man, take care of yourself. You got children, take care of them as best as possible if the chick ain't keeping them away from you. Take care of yourself, take care of them children. Don't go looking for no female. It'll fall into place. The right one.
Exactly, yeah.
You got to understand, once you know better, you'll do better. Until you know better and do better, the blessings won't come. You got to be able to know better and do better. And then, the blessings will come. The universe will know you're ready for it, and they will present you with that. But you got to be open to see it. But this is why I just said we are damaged because of the way we grew up and what we were taught how we're supposed to behave as men. You got to break free from being damaged the way we are damaged, and understand that you're not supposed to suffer to show a woman some love.
No, it's supposed to be a great thing.
Somebody show me that where that says that in the history of the world that I'm supposed to suffer because I'm a man and I'm supposed to get all my joy by doing for a woman. Somebody show me where that says that at. Because I don't believe, I'm not about to go to work every day, bust my ass, and come home, listen to nagging, and listen to whatever the fuck, listen and watch a female dressed up like a ninja, ain't looking sexy, all this shit because somebody said I'm supposed to do it and I'm supposed to take it because I'm a man and to make her happy. Bullshit. Yeah. What is she supposed to do? What is this woman supposed to do? I had your baby. I didn't ask you to have no baby. And now it's my baby. You had my baby. But when the courts get involved, it's your baby, because you got to get the money. It's just dudes. Hey, fellas, take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself. we only got this one life that we get to live. It can be gone tomorrow. Take care of yourself. You want to go on a fucking safari? Do that shit.
Do that shit.
Do that shit, man. You
I
want to
just
take
heard.
you want to take an art class, whatever. Do that shit. Fuck these fucking women out here. When you get to where you
They'll
going,
trap you up. They'll hold you back.
You probably will run into a female there that has your interest in mind. So don't think that you just, don't segregate yourself in your little area or whatever. Get out here. Whatever you're looking for is gonna be there when you get there.
Yep.
So you don't even have to look for it. Just don't shortcut yourself by letting these females tell you what you're supposed to do because you're a man. Oh,
They
like,
out for
like
themselves.
Steve Harvey.
They're not out for you.
Like
They're out for
Steve Harvey told the
themselves.
one dude earlier this week, if man you ain't got enough money to take a female to buy her dinner, how you gonna provide for her? I'm like, what?
Listen, man.
So I'm supposed to every woman I run across, I'm supposed to take them out on dates. I'm supposed to feed them to prove this, whatever the fuck. And then when I look up at the end of the month, I done spent 88% of my income, and ain't none of these bitches like, I really like this dude. I'm supposed to do that for a whole year. You done been looked up. You done spent all of your money. I don't covet money like that. I bring, because people, I put that out there as an example because people worship it so much.
Yeah.
And I would think that people would be like, okay, now I can relate because he talking about this money. Money can burn up tomorrow. You can lose your job tomorrow.
Exactly.
So that mean you don't deserve to be loved because you lost your job?
A lot of black people don't think that damn far. And I agree 180%, dude. And this is, you have to understand,
Absolutely
a lot of people, not just black people, but just a lot of people have different variances of intelligence. Okay, the choices that you make dictate the quality of your life. Okay, and that's the best advice you're ever gonna hear. Okay, I don't know any advice that could be remotely as important as that. The decisions that you make shape your life. You don't get to dictate the consequences of your decisions, but when you make them, you're smart enough to know what could happen, what's most likely to happen, what you want to happen. And this is why that percentage of this and that is why you do it. Let me tell you, 80 to 90% of people out here do not have that capability. They cannot think. And that is scary as fuck to me.
Yeah, man.
Jesus. Wow. I'm sitting up here in VIP at the club in Vegas, and the card crackers are right next to me. The bitches love the card crackers. Me, I'm just a regular social worker. I'm like, I'm glad I'm here, man. I'm having a good time, man. But the criminals are having the best job. And I see on my Facebook feed all day, every day, about how these edgy guys and these thugs and everybody are just dogging the fuck and just doing these bitches wrong as fuck. But instead of saying I like bad men or degenerate men and they treat me like this, they say black men treat me like this.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you throwing your own guys under the bus? You know that's not true. That is the biggest betrayal of all time to me. That's
Urban
disgusting.
legend. Goddamn urban legend. They need
That's
to be added to the
disgusting.
list.
Hey, yo, I will tell you, I like big booty strippers, and that's why I got 10 baby mamas, and I need to get it because I'm real and I'm on it. That's not true. But I would rather say that than sacrifice somebody that have to do with my bad choices.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay? My bad choices, listen, you stupid hoe. Good guys are not your type. You're not going to be able to get good guy quality off of bad guys. You like bad guys? That's cool. Take it. Take it like a man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let them smack you around. Let them domesticate your ass and, let them cheat on you and all that. This is what you like. This is what you want, and you put them down. Me and him, we tried to holler at you. You said, no, you a lame. You a goofy. We don't like you. You a nerd. Black women told me, we don't like you. You a nerd. We don't like you. Okay then. Okay, I'll go. Okay then. I'll go over to people who appreciate intelligence. How about that? Oh wow, man. Oh wow. We can talk about all types of shit now because you intelligent, I'm intelligent. And they be like, oh, why you dating white women? Pretty much because they got some class and tact about
more
them
family values.
and family values. They got a lot of shit that I value that you niggas that don't. Period, point blank. I will show you. And I showed y'all this week. I got matches on the dating apps and shit. We gotta end this shit, dude. I got matches on date. The white chicks was like, hey, how you doing? What you do? Where you go? What you do? What's up? I want to know about you. Black chicks was like, one word answers and shit. And then when I see on TVs and shit, like, okay, where you from? South Side. Like, really? Chicago is big as fuck.
Okay.
You know, like, South side where? I just told this bitch I'll screenshot it right now. I'll post it right the fuck now. Yo, this energy is fucking kind of fucked up. It don't seem like you value a man right here. It seems like you just going through the motions.
Yeah, see if what you can get out of it.
Because it seems like you should be going. Because listen here, man, they don't value a good man. They don't value a good man. The only thing they're concerned about right now is that they're getting up in age and nobody married their ass.
Yep.
That's it. Okay, that's it. Anybody willing to cross a bridge that has a 60% chance of collapsing is a fucking idiot. I'm not going to do it. You going to do it? They wouldn't even fucking do it. So who the fuck is really willing to cross this bridge? It's not me. It's not you. It's not nobody watching this shit. It's only got to be dumb motherfuckers and goons and shit. Come on, man. Does marriage really benefit us? Like, we see people come out of marriage getting they fucking drawers raped in half.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm not into that. I want to see my kids grow old and prosperous. I'm not trying to get raped in court. So why should I marry? And they trying to shame us, saying that, yo, you ain't getting married because you haven't matured. You're not a real man.
Yeah,
because you're not going to come in here and take this ass reaming. Are you?
I know. I like I said, I was told I need to at least try it, like it was sushi or something. You ain't been married.
Fuck,
you should at least try it once.
Fuck, man. What the?
I was like, try it. You don't try to get married. You're supposed to do that shit, and that's the end of that.
Tom Green, what are we doing right now? What are we doing right now? What are we doing right now?
What we're doing now, we're gonna wrap this up because we over a lot. And fellas, appreciate every last one of y'all for coming out, listening. And as always, please spread the word because it's somebody you never know. It's somebody sitting right next to you that probably needs some help that don't know. They think something wrong with them, or they trying to alter themselves, not understanding that they are excellent gentlemen and they should continue to be that way. And just talk, spread the word about this.
Everybody
stuff.
knows the simp.
When we started this, a lot of people chimed in and they were like, I didn't know that it was okay for me to talk like this, or for me to even say anything was wrong.
Yeah, I
didn't know. So fellas, it's somebody that be, spread, talk about it, spread the word, drop a, send them, a link or something, do something, send it to everybody. It don't matter. It's females, men, send it to everybody. So somebody might need, they may not know. I go through the day all the time and some stuff pop up. I don't know. And I'd be like, damn, if I would have never sat up here and sparked this conversation with you, I would have never known. That helped me make a better decision in whatever it is that I was thinking about or whatever. But appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man, all the time, man.
All right, we about to get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, we got a bell because I'm about to turn into a beast because I have not eaten and I get real angry. when I don't
true.
eat.
This is true. This is true. I gotta kick them out before I get fucked up.
I got to eat.
All right, brothers. Thank you very much, man.
Peace out.
Peace out.